You want to increase your value? Then stop waiting for someone to notice you and start building yourself until the world can't ignore you. Never be the smartest in the room. Always seek the room that forces you to evolve. Every second counts. Train your mind to see beyond limitations. Don't ask for easier paths. Demand stronger legs. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to increase your worth. The question is, how much can you take before you break, and how fast will you rise after you fall? Your value grows when you stop working for approval and start working for improvement. So build, grind, and grow, because in this world, value isn't found. It's forged. Your value is not determined by what you have, but by what you become. You want to increase your value? Then stop waiting for someone to notice you and start building yourself until the world can't ignore you. Value isn't something you're given. It's something you earn through relentless self-discipline, growth, and commitment to excellence. Every day you waste in comfort, someone else is sharpening their edge, expanding their mind, and taking the position you dream about. You must make a decision, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Decide that from this moment forward, everything you do will move you toward mastery. Increase your knowledge until your thoughts become weapons. Train your mind to see beyond limitations. Don't ask for easier paths. Demand stronger legs. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to increase your worth. Pain refines you. Failure educates you. Discipline transforms you. The question is, how much can you take before you break, and how fast will you rise after you fall? Your value grows when you stop working for approval and start working for improvement. Stop measuring your life by income. Measure it by impact. If you can make people's lives better, if you can solve problems others fear, your value becomes limitless. Learn skills that cannot be replaced, build habits that cannot be broken, and develop confidence that cannot be shaken. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, not those who comfort your weakness. When your circle grows sharper, your standards rise. When your standards rise, your results change. Never be the smartest in the room. Always seek the room that forces you to evolve. Every second counts. The clock doesn't stop. The world rewards those who move with urgency, who demand more from themselves than anyone else would dare. When you give your best in silence, your success will make the noise. So build, grind, and grow, because in this world, value isn't found. It's forged. Your value is not determined by what you have, but by what you become. The world doesn't care about your possessions, your status, or your comfort. It responds only to the power of your growth. You can lose money, positions, or people, but the person you build within yourself can never be taken away. True value lives in your mindset, in your skill, in your persistence, when the rest of the world surrenders. What you become is the foundation of everything you attract. The stronger your character, the sharper your discipline, the more unstoppable your spirit, the higher your worth in every area of life. You can't demand respect without becoming someone respectable. You can't ask for success without being built for it. Life only pays you what you're truly worth, and that worth is written in the effort, sacrifice, and mastery you commit to every single day. If you want to increase your value, stop measuring yourself by results and start measuring yourself by growth. Results come and go, but growth never stops giving. Every skill you acquire makes you harder to replace. Every habit you refine makes you stronger than yesterday. Every hour spent in self-development adds another zero to your worth. The marketplace, relationships, and destiny itself bow to those who evolve endlessly. It's not luck. It's not timing. It's transformation. The person who refuses to stay the same will eventually dominate everything they touch. Discipline is the secret currency of value. The moment you can do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not, you've already separated yourself from 90% of people. While they talk, you execute. While they wait for motivation, you move with purpose. Discipline turns ordinary effort into unstoppable force. The man or woman who controls their habits, who directs their focus, who respects their own time, that's the one the world pays attention to. Discipline builds a reputation you can't buy, a strength you can't fake, and a confidence you can't teach. Stop chasing money, start chasing mastery. Money is a byproduct of value, and value is the result of mastery. The carpenter who builds with precision, the speaker who moves hearts, the leader who commands trust. They all get paid because they deliver what others cannot. Mastery multiplies your worth without asking for permission. When you give your time to mastering your craft, you write your own ticket in life. People are drawn to excellence, not excuses. Be so good that they can't ignore you. If you want to rise higher, guard your environment like your life depends on it, because it does. Your environment shapes your standards. The conversations around you either fuel your fire or smother it. The people you allow in your circle either stretch your potential or shrink your ambition. Surround yourself with minds that challenge you, with people who make you uncomfortable with your own mediocrity. You cannot grow in comfort. Growth demands pressure, discomfort, and struggle. Let your circle hold you accountable to your greatness, not your laziness. And when life hits, because it will, do not flinch. Problems are not punishments. They are the tests that measure how much you've grown. When others see obstacles, train your eyes to see opportunity. Every setback carries a lesson. Every failure hides a seed of strength. You increase your value when you learn faster than you fall, when you think solutions instead of surrendering. The one who keeps moving when the path disappears becomes the one who leads when others stop. Understand this. Your greatest investment is not money, it's self-development. The books you read, the mentors you seek, the time you spend sharpening your skills. These compound like interest. Years from now, the return will be exponential. Your value will not come from the world's approval, but from the depth of your preparation. Winners are not created in the spotlight. They're forged in the silence of relentless self-improvement. And don't rely on occasional brilliance. Consistency is the builder of kings. Show up every single day. Do the work even when the excitement fades. Repeat the small disciplines that seem invisible, because they stack over time into results that look miraculous. The world doesn't reward one-time effort. It rewards sustained excellence. The athlete who trains after the crowd leaves, the entrepreneur who studies while others scroll, the dreamer who refuses to sleep on their potential, those are the ones who rise. Your value increases when you stop being driven by feelings and start being led by vision. When your actions align with your higher purpose, when you no longer bend for comfort but rise for conviction, life bends in your favor. Don't beg for recognition. Don't crave validation. Build yourself in silence until your presence speaks louder than words. Be patient but never passive. Be humble but never small. The world respects strength dressed in humility, not weakness disguised as kindness. Every second counts. Every decision matters. Every morning you wake up, you're either getting closer to your potential or further from it. Make each day an investment, not an expense. The clock doesn't stop for anyone, but it rewards those who act like they have no time to waste. Be obsessed with growth, with impact, with excellence. The goal is not to be better than others. It's to become so complete that comparison becomes meaningless. Because in the end, your possessions fade, your titles change, but your value remains. And your value is the sum of your discipline, your mastery, your resilience, and your ability to rise when others quit. Don't ask the world to give you more, become more, and the world will have no choice but to match your worth. Every skill you master adds another zero to your worth. Every time you commit to learning something new, every time you refine a talent until it becomes second nature, you multiply your value in the eyes of the world. Skill is the invisible currency of power. It commands respect, attracts opportunity, and separates the ordinary from the unstoppable. Those who depend only on luck or circumstances stay where they are, but those who invest in skill build foundations that cannot be shaken. The more you know, the more you can do. The more you can do, the more doors open. And when doors open, life stops happening to you and starts happening for you. Skill gives you freedom. When you can solve problems others can't, when you can bring results others only talk about, you become indispensable. The marketplace doesn't reward effort, it rewards effectiveness. Effort without direction is noise. But skill, sharp, honed, and consistent, turns your effort into impact. People will pay, follow, and trust the person who delivers value through mastery. The world will always have a place for the one who performs with excellence, and it will always overlook those who settle for average. If you want to rise, if you want to increase your value, learn how to do what others can't and perfect what others won't. You must train yourself to become addicted to growth. Never think you've arrived. The moment you stop learning, you start losing. Every field changes, every system evolves, and the people who adapt will dominate. The one who keeps learning always owns the advantage. When you add skill after skill, communication, leadership, strategy, discipline, creativity, you become a force that cannot be boxed in. The modern world belongs to the adaptable, to the one who can evolve faster than the challenges ahead. Never underestimate the power of compound learning. It transforms the weak into warriors and the uncertain into leaders. Every time you master something difficult, you expand your capacity to handle life itself. Skill doesn't just change what you can do, it changes who you are. It builds confidence that no one can take from you. When you know you can adapt, when you know you can learn anything, fear loses its grip. That's the power of mastery. It removes dependency. You stop begging for chances because you create them. You stop waiting for miracles because you become one. People will see your results, but they'll never understand the hours, the failures, the repetition it took to get there. That's what makes mastery sacred. It's earned in silence and displayed in brilliance. Don't chase shortcuts. They destroy value. Everyone wants the rewards, but few want the repetition. Mastery lives in the boring hours, the unseen grind, the times when no one claps. That's where the great ones are born. While others quit because it's hard, you must persist until it becomes natural. The difference between amateurs and masters is not talent. It's persistence through boredom. Skill doesn't grow from excitement, it grows from consistency. So don't just practice until you get it right. Practice until you can't get it wrong. Understand that skill multiplies your worth faster than anything else. You can be average in personality, appearance, or luck, but if you can deliver results, the world bows to your ability. People respect performance, not excuses. Skill is the weapon that levels the battlefield. The person who learns faster, adapts quicker, and executes better will always lead. It's not about having the best resources. It's about being resourceful. When you can turn limitations into leverage through your skill, you become unstoppable. Every new skill you acquire makes you more valuable to yourself first, because it builds independence. The more you can rely on your own competence, the less you need to rely on approval, luck, or anyone's permission. Skill is freedom disguised as work. The hours you put into mastering your craft are the down payments on your independence. One day, when opportunity knocks, it won't be about luck. It'll be about whether you're ready. And readiness only comes from mastery. In a world that moves fast, knowledge is the new power and skill is the new wealth. You can lose everything, your job, your position, your comfort, but if you have skill, you can rebuild it all. Skill makes you dangerous in the best way possible. It makes you valuable in any room, any economy, any situation. It's what turns fear into confidence, problems into profits, and dreams into reality. But never forget, skill alone isn't enough if it's not fueled by discipline. You must apply what you learn relentlessly. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Every skill must be sharpened through use. Don't just learn, apply. Don't just study, execute. Every time you use your skill to produce real results, your value multiplies again. Repetition creates mastery, and mastery creates authority. The world listens to those who can deliver. So keep learning, keep growing, keep pushing your limits. Master something new every season of your life. Build a library in your mind, a weapon in your hands, and fire in your heart. Be the person who can adapt, who can perform, who can teach, who can lead. Every skill you master adds another zero to your worth because each one represents discipline, time, and commitment. The three currencies the weak avoid and the strong embrace. Don't seek to be impressive, seek to be irreplaceable. Because when your skill speaks, the world listens, and when the world listens, your value becomes undeniable. Discipline is the bridge that separates average from extraordinary. It's the silent force that transforms ordinary dreams into unstoppable realities. While talent may open the first door, discipline is what keeps you walking through every door after that. It is the unseen power that turns ambition into achievement.